told myself that when I went up to 50 subscribers that I was going to do an About Me fact video. So here it is. I could only come up with like 15 facts. I realized I'm not very interesting. I was born in Poudre Valley Hospital in Fort Collins, Colorado, but I grew up in Roseburg, Oregon, and stayed there for about 18 years until, let's see, when was it? I spent 3 years in Wichita Falls, Texas. I worked there, but I lived in a smaller town outside of it called Henrietta. And then I moved back to Oregon because Texas is too dang hot and I don't like tornadoes. So I moved back to the Oregon coast. But the town is about a mile long, no stoplights, and about 1,100 people. So I'm going a little crazy. I tried out for American Idol when I was 16 down in San Diego, and I got an interview with TV Guide, and then I tried out and they hated me. So I went home. And a few years later, when I was living in Texas, I went to Dallas for the X Factor auditions, and they also hated me. So maybe The Voice? I grew up dancing. I started with gymnastics and then got into tap, and danced for about 13 years. And by the time I was about 11 or 12, I got on a dance team, and we were able to do a workshop / competition in Las Vegas. And we were doing a workshop with some of the choreographers that you see on So You Think You Can Dance. So like Nappy Tab, Mandy Moore, and I learned African salsa from the Blue Power Ranger. So that was pretty exciting, but I don't dance anymore. I have been married for going on 3 years. Been with the same guy for about 8 years now. Good Lord. And he's the love of my life. He's pretty special. His name is Frankie, and he's a skateboarder. So he's always like on the edge of death. We have a 6-year-old son. He's going to be 7 next month. And he's like super awesome. His name is Gabe. And he's actually in the other room playing Minecraft right now, so I can do this. I write constantly as much as I can. I write music and poetry and short stories. And I've been working on a novel that will probably never get finished just because, wow, my hair is like, this wind from the window is making, stop! I always think that I'm going to write it, and then I pull it up on my page, and I think, is there something on Netflix I could be watching right now? I just need to make myself finish it. I do. It has to get done. I got these Pepto tablets because I can't stand the liquid. There's something about it. Just, ugh. So I got the tablets, and I was probably taking 3 to 4 a day for 2 weeks. I'd say 2 weeks. And one day I woke up to brush my teeth and realized my entire mouth was black. And I mean, I would brush it off with my toothbrush and then close my mouth. When I'd open it, it'd be right back. It was just like never ending, and I'd spit it out and there'd be black just everywhere. And so I called the nurse's hotline because I thought I was dying. Like, what the heck is going on? And so come to find out, I told her, I haven't been feeling good, so I've been taking Pepto, and that's it. And she goes, oh, the main ingredient is charcoal. I spent about a week with a black tongue at work. They use charcoal to, pump people's stomachs and stuff, so I looked like I'd just come out of the hospital after something really tragic. And I mean, it was so bad. So don't overdo it on the Pepto. I used to play too much World of Warcraft. I started in Burning Crusades, and I didn't really do anything except level. I started on Horde, and then about when Cataclysm, which everybody hated, which is my favorite, I started raiding and stuff on Stormrage Alliance side. So go find me. All of my tunes start with a K. I haven't been on in a while because I realized that I needed to get a life, especially when all I was doing was raiding, and I was doing heroics and the flexes, and it was just like I never had any time. So without going into detail and boring all of you that don't, nerd out like I do, it got really bad. So I quit. And if I haven't scared you away yet, I'm going to go ahead and tell you my favorite book and movie series is Twilight. I know. But I'm a big romantic, and I get that some of it is, cheesy. But, yeah, it's my favorite. Team Edward all the way. I've read the books, I think, going on 3 or 4 times now, and I have the movies memorized. I love it so much. And I've never been to Forks, and I'm only a state away. Somebody take me to Forks. I do not have a favorite food, because all food is my favorite. I love food so much. There's really not a food I don't like. I mean, if I don't like it, there's a way to doctor it up so I do like it. And if I didn't keep myself busy, I'd just eat all day. My favorite day of the year is April Fool's Day. And that also means that it's my family's least favorite day of the year. I take it too far sometimes. I've gotten in a lot of trouble doing some of the pranks that I've done. I called my mom saying, hello, this is blah, 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 blah from the office, and your son has a sexually transmitted disease, and he may be contagious, so we want you to come and get him. So she went to the school, not even thinking, and brought him home, and the whole office found out that they were trying to figure out who called from their office, and he said, well, until he gets rid of this STD, he can't come back to school. And so parents were notified and stuff that their kids may be susceptible to it, and it went too far. I don't think my brother's ever forgiven me for that, and I don't blame him. That was really bad. The first person on YouTube that I ever subscribed to was Tyler Ward, and that was years ago. Oh, I just have always been obsessed with him. He's so chill. And then, of course, came Sam Chewy. I love him. And Sofia Karlberg. Oh my gosh, I love her. And okay, so my all-time favorite YouTube singer for the style and the voice. I mean, oh my gosh, this guy should be famous. And his name is, I can never pronounce it, Brandon Shia, but it's spelled like ski. I don't know, but he's amazing. You guys have got to go check him out. Like Skeie, I think is how he spells it. And he's just, oh, he's amazing. And I don't like metal and screamo or anything like that, but when I found Jonathan Young's channel, I'd actually looked up parodies of Hello Kitty by Avril Lavigne because it was such an awful song, and I was like, I want to see if somebody can actually do something with this song. And when I saw him and Travis Scott perform it, I subscribed immediately. I was like, man, I don't like this style of music, but I'm going to learn to love it. And still to this day, I don't listen to anything like that except for them. They're, oh my gosh, they're amazing. I'm just obsessed with Jonathan Young's music and his talent, and good lord, it's just amazing. Nick Patera is another one that I'm just love, and oh gosh, what is his name? Todrick Hall. Pentatonics, oh god, I could go forever. I'm afraid of a lot of things. Woo, hello wind. I'm afraid of spiders. I'm afraid of weather. Natural disasters, tornadoes and tsunamis and stuff like that. And that all started in Oklahoma. I was staying outside of Texas, and we had a little hailstorm, whatever. It destroyed my car and the house and everything, and I think that really started my fear for weather, because now I live on the coast, and it's like, the big one is coming, and so I'm freaking out because I'm not ready. We live in earthquake territory. Oh, there's my neighbor. Hi, neighbor. I'm also, like, afraid of vomit. I can't handle when people get sick. Even my own kid, my mom was like, oh, it'll be different when it's your own kid, and no. He throws up, and it's, like, really hard to handle, and I'll keep myself composed and take care of what I need to take care of, and then I go and I pass out because I can't handle it. I don't know if it's the noise or I don't know. My biggest physical insecurity would probably have to be my tooth right there. My teeth were so bad growing up. It was just, braces and crowns and bridges, and everything had to go on in there. It was really bad. And after braces, I never had a tooth there. It never grew in, like, ever. So I've never had a tooth there. They told me they would, put a veneer in there for all this extra money that I already forked over all my money to you guys last time. So I decided not to get it, and then my teeth kind of moved over a little bit, and so there's not enough space for me to put one in, so it's just going to be forever. And it bugs me when I'm doing YouTube videos, and sometimes I'll do my videos up so you can't see it, but I need to stop doing that because I can't help it. And our insecurities make us unique. I ended up getting my GED instead of finishing high school. There was just so much stuff going on. I think it was my freshman year when Roseburg had the shooting there, and it was really messy because a lot of me and my friends had mutual friends with both the shooter and the victim, which he's okay, you know, he didn't end up dying or anything, but it was still really traumatic because we didn't know who it was at first, and if there was a big target for more people. And so when we were in our classrooms under lockdown, all of our classrooms were made of glass, so he could completely, you know, whoever it was, whatever was going on, could see through us. And you know, it wasn't um, bulletproof glass or anything. So it was pretty scary. And a lot of people that I knew, a lot of my friends ended up dropping out, if not because they were scared, but because they knew them, and that put a target on them. Because, you know, then you got, you know, it was just a mess. It was really hard because we all saw it. It was right as the bell rung and we were all going to class. And so, I mean, it's not an easy thing to see when you're 15. And it's just hard. So after that, I ended up staying around for a little bit um, until all my friends left, and then it was like, well, maybe I should go to a different school or something. And we moved, and I went to a different school, and um, I ended up moving away again. So it was kind of pointless. It was like, all right, I'm done. I'm done with school, but it's always worth it. Talking about myself is not something I do often, but I wanted to do this so you guys could get a little more of a feel of me and why I write some of the music I do. And I haven't put a lot of original stuff up yet, but I mean, even in my covers, I change them up a little bit and put some of me in there. And it just, I wanted you guys to know a little bit more about who I am, because I mean, you guys are important. Like, you're the whole reason that I do this. I want my music to impact everybody in a positive way and help somebody through a hard time. And I just want to thank everybody for supporting me constantly. You guys are the best, really. I mean, people say that, oh, it's only 50 subscribers or whatever, but that means so much to me. You have no idea. It means so much to have all of you guys watching my videos every week. And you guys are just awesome. You guys are really awesome. So thank you for all of your love and support. I love you, 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 love you. Goodbye.